Today's video is going to be putting a 1-inch body lift to new body mounts on my Blazer. So today we're going to go over the problems of doing these body lifts, taking these old body mounts out of these old trucks. I ended up using a cutoff wheel, and it didn't go exactly as planned. I kind of got a little bit carried away on a couple of them. There's a hole right there. There's this hole right here. This one, amazingly, I went and put all the cuts in the head and pulled it straight out. Didn't even have a nut on the end of it. And then there's that one up there. But this one, for some reason, won't come out. It won't come out the bottom. So eventually I'm going to have to drop the gas tank probably to get to that one. I'm torn on exactly what to do. To get to my welder, I need to be in that garage, and that garage is full right now. So I'm not really sure what to do on here. I really need to go through and paint this floor before any of this gets any worse. I'm trying to keep up on this one so that we don't run into more problems later. That ended up coming through. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to be doing more work to that soon before it gets out of control. And then I saw something else the other day that I was really working on. Is I see a lot of them rust right here. So what I need to do is get that peeled out. I really don't want to, but I have to save this. So all the water gets in behind there and rusts this real bad. So maybe instead of trying, I don't know, I'll figure that out. This is where my problem came yesterday. This was my problem child right here. This nut goes under this thing right here. And what happens is these seize up and you can't get them out. So I started by cutting a small hole to see if I could just get a socket on that, and you can't. So we had to break all that out. We had to use the big hardware, 1.5 inches. That's what size that nut is right there. Me and my son yesterday arm wrestled for almost an hour getting this sucker out, between heating it with the torch, PB blaster, hammers, chisels, grinders, everything to get that bolt out of there. But she's out, and this body mount came out okay, that body mount came out okay, that body mount came out okay. And then in the front here, I just had to take my grill out, and these are the bolts right here. I just got to take them out. But also, look at that. How safe is that? I noticed that on the other one too. So what we're going to replace it with is, these are energy suspension bushings. I don't really know any other brand. This is the one that came out of the back. How about that? I don't think that's had a nut on it since it was new. But anyway, this is the kit I used, energy suspension. And I got to figure out which one goes where, but there's enough of them. I'm assuming this goes to the radiator mount. I'll get it figured out. And this is the kit that I bought. It's from ORD. It's the 1-inch lift. Usually I don't like body lifts. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. And I don't know why there's one that's 2, and then they must have just ran out of hardened or something. I don't know. I ran out of these and threw in hardened, I guess. But I got to figure these out because we got 3 different sizes. I guess 1, 2, 3 different sizes. So 4. I don't know. I'll get all this figured out. But it was nice having all the brand new bolts, because the old ones came out and that just don't look that safe anyway. So that's why I'm really wanting to get this done. But it came out in several pieces. But what we're going to do, since all the bolts are out, well, except for the one in the back's not out, what we're going to do is we're going to put a jack under right here. Holy cow, I hope I got enough wood to put under there. And we're going to lift one side at a time. Once we get the one side up, Then we're going to carefully pull out all the body mounts and figure them out, which goes where, and put the new ones in. But you do one side at a time. And I was supposed to leave the bolts in one side, but didn't. So anyway, you just have to be careful not to pull the whole body in cattywampus order. So, all right, I'm going to get started. Well, as usual, it's not going to be just to pull the ones out. See, this one came out of here. This one was in there. And it looks like I have to reuse this metal piece. And probably that one might be. Because assuming these four go to the back, this will go to the... I don't know. But anyway, I can't put a rusty old part back on there, so I have to pry this old rubber bushing off and then paint all these. Well, 2 of them so far. So, you know, I can't put it back together all rusty, right? Yeah, I'm going to have to clean that up. So I just used a couple screwdrivers, put it in my vise. Pulled it out. Now I'm going to use my wire wheel and my flap disc or something like that. Clean that up. Squirt some paint on it. Put it back. Sure am glad I have 2 grinders. One for my flap disc and one for my cutoff wheel. Because I'd be swapping that around all day. So I went ahead and cleaned the just the scale off of it. I mean, it really doesn't matter. And then I hit it with some of this rust reformer stuff right here. Usually works out pretty good. As soon as that dries, I'll squirt a paint on it, quick coat of paint on it. But we're just out here enjoying life, listening to the birds. So, you know, obviously all that needs painted someday, but she's gonna get a frame off someday. But that'll be after I get a new shop and stuff. So for now, we're just trying to keep her together, keep her running, and respectfully looking. I couldn't get some stuff figured out. I can't figure out why these 2 bushings are different width, and this is what goes between the body. So what I did was I started looking at the directions. It really confused me. But this, and this is the same setup that I have on mine. And all 3 of these work with putting the see, I went ahead and put that one together. So those fit right, and then you put the body puck there. And then I did that one too. That one there, so that's right. And this 3rd one here is the same style. But then when you go to the back here, this one, I don't know if you can see that or not, it's too sunny out here. But that little puck right there is the same thickness as this one, which is also in the, we'll call it the bed area. So this one's the right one. This one is not. This is what's confusing me. Those are the wrong parts. So then I start looking up the directions, and that one's right. But that one has this lower one down here, and since it's lower, it looks like it needs to be thicker. So I'm going to have to go ahead and get a hold of these guys and get another thinner set of these here. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and keep going. She's going to be big, though. That's one big blazer. Of course, it's going to go down a little bit more when I lower it down, but those 35s just aren't going to work anymore. I'm looking at 40s, but I'm going to upset some people because I want 26-inch 40s. All right, so I got it in there. I got all the bolts just finger tight. I put nuts and bolts. I got the nuts and bolts on this one. I got this one in order. I got this one in order. Nuts on there. Now, what I got to do is I got to climb inside to do that one. So I'm going to wait till I got a hand, because you got to keep jumping in and out. What I'm doing with that back one right there, you know, I was saying they had the wrong bushing. We're just going to go ahead and leave that other one like that. So that's odd. So, but I cannot believe the difference 1 inch makes. I mean, I know that the leverage makes the other side look so much lower, but my 35s look small now. So I don't know if 37s are going to cut it, or if I'm going to have to go to 40s. Look at the difference. She looks small, like a little 4-inch lift right there. And the other side makes her look like a friggin' monster. She looks good either way, though. Oh, can't wait to finish her up. I'm going to work on this. All right, for the most part, she's done. I got to get a couple of more different bolts, do a little bit more adjusting. And but that's how she's going to sit. We don't have too bad of a gap there in the tailgate. The tailgate spring still works. But this is how she sits. There's no ugly looking crazy body gaps or anything. You can barely even tell from that side, from there. But we got her all back together, got the grill back in. Just got a few more little final touches to do. But oh man, she's looking good. I buffed it out the other day, did a nice single stage. I only used the heavy compound. The hood, it's hopeless. A lot of stuff was peeling off of there. But see, I'm wanting to paint it. Actually, I'm wanting to wrap it in carbon fiber. And then I'm going to paint the roof and paint the visor, both of them white. And I might be taking the topper off permanently, trying to order a soft topper for it. But we got a lot more to go still. I have to fill it back up with transmission fluid from putting the new transmission pan in the other day, and coolant, but I got to go to the store and get new. So I still have the matching step to that to put on the other side. But she's coming along real good. That tire's still a little bit low. I'm thinking about going with 37s. And I might just put them on those 20-inch wheels right there. I don't know about 40s. Then I got to change the gears, and I'm not ready to change the gears yet. So I think a set of 37s, I might run those for a little while. A while ago they were about $700, but I'm sure they're over 1,000 now. So I don't know. I'd really like some nice tires and wheels for it. So I don't know from there, but give it a thumbs up, please. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think.